Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good middle of the night, 333. You could have been waking up at 3:33 or around 3:30 in the morning. If so, this is definitely for you. If you found this, you need to know that you might think that you missed an opportunity. There could be this feeling. But there's also an equal balance of like moving forward and taking your own control of your life, your thoughts. Thank you, sir. There's a resistance. The challenge is like, there's something you're not seeing. There's something that's cloaked. And it's a 7 of Pentacles, the Hierophant. So there's like knowledge. There's seeds that were planted. There was knowledge that you gained, you tucked away, maybe you forgot about. And that's the challenge. With the 4 of Cups and the Temperance starting off, there's something you're not seeing. There's something that you're not seeing. Oh crap, light. That would probably be very beneficial for you. Oh, come on, light. Be brighter for me, thank you. Ooh, there's also something that you regret from the past. Whatever situation that is for you. Something you feel like you maybe missed out on or you had to leave behind, and there's like sadness, there's a little regret there about it. But I see somebody at least doing some kind of self-inventory. And it almost looks like, if you see, look at this dolphin with the cup that she's not looking at. And then taking this with the Sagittarius energy and alchemizing it into something. Your subconscious is very curious, so you must have done something to kindle your subconscious in some way. Oh, that's right. Okay. I see your advice is to stand firm in who you are, straddle that turtle, and you got your holy grail. You've learned to fill your own cup. You've learned some secrets, some tricks through your own experience and wisdom, and how to stay above the emotions, how to work with energies instead of that's bad, that's evil. You see things in a holistic way now. And I see you moving forward. This is why we have the Page of Swords, the Emperor, the 2 of Pentacles, and then the blank card. There is something that has never been formed before. There's a curiosity with your authority within your subconscious. And it looks like you're working with it with the Chariot and the 9 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands is in reverse, but you know you're not alone. You're no longer working from a wounded state. You've healed something very significant within yourself. This Chariot has been coming out for the past couple of days for your energy. And it seems like you're getting very excited, but it's almost like you have one foot on the new timeline and one foot on the old timeline. Your subconscious is definitely ready to balance something new, to pull something in from the subconscious, because this is your advice over here. The Knight of Cups and the Moon. You are delivering love to other people's subconscious. Thank you for that train confirmation. Oh, I just noticed that. Look at the reflection in the moon, the unicorn. You see the unicorn in others, When you see like, I don't know, this is just an example because I wasn't a big click person. I believe that I'm, goth or preppy. I didn't care. I did not like that shit. And that's what I'm seeing here is like, you don't subscribe to the labels and the clicks. You see what is truly beneath the surface. So this is an example, and it's so stupid. It's so stupid when you think about it. So I come from a very small town where there was only a few people that wore like all black and like metal and gauges and stuff. And when I talked to them, they were some of the most sweetest, nicest people I have ever met. So others that judge just because of the way somebody is dressed, like, and they'd be like, oh my gosh, look at how they're dressed. I'm not gonna go up to them and talk to them, but you do. You know how to work with the psyche, the subconscious. You see what's actually there, but you're also not deluding yourself with potentials anymore. It's like, oh, they have potential. I hope they get there one day. That's great. And you're disconnecting. You're not holding other people's hands trying to get them there. Oh. I see in your environment, you were provided some kind of situation, some kind of interactions to help bring to the surface, here with the Six of Swords, bring to the surface what needed to be observed so that this doesn't happen anymore. The Ten of Swords. And also I'm getting that, again, you're not looking at individuals, and maybe you did. You went through maybe a psychosis or like just a spiritual awakening, which I believe involves spiritual psychosis, because you're literally taken out and shown a okay, not everybody's going to resonate with that. And if not, it's okay. One day you will, in this life or the next, will be shown the system. You're really conquering your mind. Your environment is giving you some kind of situation to help you move to calmer waters within your mind. Your thinking process, the way that you think about betrayal. Oh, this person, they have these traits, so they must be a betrayer and they must be after me. You're changing that thinking with the Ten of Swords and the Six of Swords in your environment. Warnings and affirmations, you have the Lovers and the Nine of Pentacles. There is a path. Spirit wants you to know there is an option, there is a choice, there is a way to be in this Nine of Pentacles energy, or this is just reminding you that you are on that path. You're on that path. And if you're not on that path, it's coming. It's coming. And if you already have these things in your life, I believe it's a time to sit and be very grateful for them. In your recent past, there was a King of Pentacles, or this was your energy. You entered into your King of Pentacles, that very resourceful thought process. And that's why, like, there's a lot of, like, it's Taurus energy here in the recent past. But I feel like you're gaining a new, clear perspective, which is helping you change. You're using Hermetic principles. The law of rhythm, the law of assumption. You're changing your thought processes. I also see in the near future, you're clear. There's something about a telescope. You're able to see a path that wasn't for you with the Fool in reverse. You're able to clearly see, and I feel like that is why you weren't making a move. You weren't making a move because you were supposed to see something first. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what's about to happen. You haven't been moving forward. There's this cloaked energy as your challenge, which you can't really do anything about if you don't know it's there. Oh, that ties in beautifully. Thank you. So the resistance, this cloaked energy, this higher knowledge, these seeds that you have, the knowledge that you have that maybe has been hidden from you for a little while. I believe you weren't able to take some kind of step, or you aren't right now able to take some kind of step, and maybe you're sitting there like, oh my God, I need to do this. I need to do this. You're changing your way of thinking And that is allowing spirit to show you something that you need to see at this time for your expansion. You could be looking into the future about something. This is very positive, though. I mean, somebody's going through a huge threshold. Wow. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Triumph, victory, success, moving forward with full accountability and responsibility for your own actions and how you think and what you put out into the universe. As a man thinketh, so they are. So he is, whatever. Alright, 1049. Wow, I should probably do it this way more often. Do you guys like it like this? Would you rather me pull cards and do the reading? Or pull my cards, read it, and then turn on the camera? Let me know. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think. 5 of Swords, Knight of Swords. Somebody could be stuck in their head about moving forward. And it's funny. I saw her with the Shadow, and your advice is the Knight of Cups and the Moon, which is like moving forward with love for the shadows. But like in a very authoritative way. Like knowing exactly how to balance and juggle your thoughts and the energies that are around you. I see that your subconscious is very like playful, very childlike. And I mean, even in your conscious mind, it's like, oh my God, I'm not alone. I really have control. I don't have to have an A plan or a B plan and rely on this person or this person. Oh, if this doesn't work out, this person's going to help me. No, you're cutting that out and you're like, if this doesn't work out, Spirit has something for me. And I'll know. I'll get the signs. I'll meditate. I'll pray on it. It'll feel right. It'll feel good. Real good with the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Oh, white. There's another white camel. Okay, I need to look that up. A white camel. There was a white camel on a U-Haul from one of the college students that were moving in yesterday. What am I doing? Hold on. Bear with me. Here, I'll just do this. Okay. I've only gotten a few sentences in. I want to read it with you guys. But what I stopped myself because the in-between spaces, camels are known for carrying very, very heavy burdens over long distances. Does that resonate with you? Let me know in the comments, guys. I want to know. So camels themselves are ancient archetypes of endurance, survival, faith, and the ability to carry heavy burdens across vast deserts, the in-between spaces of consciousness. And we were talking about straddling 2 different timelines, 2 different consciousnesses. When the camel appears as white, it means its meaning becomes even more elevated, linked to purity, higher wisdom, and spiritual initiation. Here are some layers of meaning. The camel is known as the ship of the desert. It represents the ability to move through barren, dry, or challenging periods of life while carrying inner resources. That's what you just learned, these inner resources, this 3 of Cups, this celebration, this King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, knowing that you can rely on yourself and start new projects when you're guided to, when Spirit needs you to. And that's why your subconscious is so excited, because there's something that you're pulling in with this authority energy. Aries energy. One second. I'm telling you, inner resources, you're changing the way that you bring things into your life. It's not like money, crafting infinite. Oh my God, I just had a notification for my son's, one of the channels he follows, the infinite, creating the infinite. You're creating infinite possibilities and resources within an inner resource. A white camel suggests moving through these trials not with heaviness, but with purity of spirit, guided by divine assistance. What did I say with this 9 of Wands in reverse in the Chariot? You are being guided, and you know you're not alone, and you're no longer wounded. This is beautiful, Spirit. In esoteric thought, camels are beasts of burdens. Did you hear this? In esoteric, okay, hold on. Purification of burdens. Ooh, endurance through spiritual deserts. Purification of burdens. In esoteric thought, camels are beasts of burdens. Mantra for angel just came up. Holy crap. Beauty and the Beast. Beast of burdens. Tempering the burdens. Alchemizing the burdens. The regrets. While white represents purification, the symbol could mean your karmic or ancestral burdens are being purified, lifted, or transformed into wisdom. You are converting these things into wisdom. You're no longer rushing in and taking action on things. You're waiting, you're observing, you're allowing messages to come in, which is opening some kind of path to your abundant, infinite, tangible here in the 3D, because the cups are always like emotional, and I feel like your emotions, you've been waiting for your external environment to catch up to how you feel. And yes, Spirit, I will get to that, because the outcome is ultimately realizing that there was confusion on what you thought was safety, stability, security from the past, from a very familiar energy. And you're loving that part of yourself with the Queen of Cups and then the Hermit. Oh, by the way, it was the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Hermit. You're loving this, you're being loving and kind and nurturing to yourself and your light. I feel like you have been literally talking to yourself and your light, and like, hey, let's shine, let's bring you out, let's allow spirit to be in this realm without hindrances. And you are that conduit, you are that vessel, and you're preparing yourself for this. Wow. 469 could be significant. Oh my God, this is so amazing. In esoteric thought, camels are beasts of burdens, but white represents purification. The symbol could mean your karmic or ancestral burdens are being purified, lifted, or transformed into wisdom. Sacred messenger initiation. In Sufi and Middle Eastern mysticism, camels sometimes appear in visions as guides of the soul on long journeys. You have been on a very long journey, my friend. A white camel may signify that you're undergoing a spiritual initiation, carrying sacred knowledge across the realms. What did I say? You're carrying this sacred knowledge across the realms, over into the psyche, into the other dimension. You guys! Oh, okay. I love this so much. Camels go long periods without water, then drink deeply when they find it. Spiritually, this shows the ability to endure on faith until divine provision arrives. On faith, you changed your cups, your inner world, the way that you felt, and now you're waiting for spirit to bring in your provisions in your external. A white camel suggests provision from pure divine sources rather than worldly struggle. Did you guys hear that? That is music to my mother freaking ears. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to say it again. A white camel suggests provision from pure divine sources rather than worldly struggle. You will no longer be struggling. Esoteric numerology. Camel as Gimel. In Hebrew mysticism, the Kabbalah, the camel is linked to the letter Gimel, meaning to give or to lift up. It is associated with the path of the soul traveling from the crown, Kether, towards beauty, Keferet. A white camel here would signify the highest, most sacred form of giving, divine grace and generosity. You guys, I'm gonna cry. Oh my God. You are amazing. I was about to say you're a beast, but like you're working with these energies. Holy crap. This is so beautiful. you've learned to give. It's crazy because you have discernment. You have the knowledge and the knowing of the evil, and I mean evil as in like the really corrupt and things that are really hurting people. But you stay in grace. You stay in this, I have love and I am abundant in love because I give love to myself. I know how to give it out. I know how to say no. I know how to, what people what energies are actually receptible, and you, yeah. Oh, I don't even know how to say that. A white camel here could signify the highest, most sacred form of giving, divine grace and generosity. You could be calling in divine grace for yourself, which is allowing you to give it to others. This is so amazing. Peaceful power and nobility. White animals often symbolize sacred nobility. A white camel can represent peaceful power, the ability to lead or guide without domination, carrying others spiritually through harsh terrain. That's what you're doing. What did I say? This whole thing is connected. Every card to what I'm reading right now. Holy crap. This doesn't usually happen on a video. It happens for me, but it doesn't always happen like this when I'm on camera. Yeah. You're not dominating. You're allowing people to make their own mistakes. That's true unconditional love. You know when to supply water. Dream and vision symbol. Seeing a white camel, you may be entering a time of spiritual travel, endurance, or carrying sacred responsibility. Riding a white camel, you are being guided or lifted on your soul's journey. Divine support is with you. A white camel approaches you, a sign of provision, protection, or a guide being sent to help you across a difficult passage. In short, a white camel spiritually symbolizes purified endurance, divine provision, and soul initiation across deserts of consciousness. It is a messenger of sacred travel, reminding you that your burdens are being sanctified and you carry more spiritual strength and grace than you realize. Look out for a white camel. I guarantee you're going to see one in the next day or two. I had no idea. I was wondering why I was supposed to look up a white camel yesterday. And I was like, I usually only look things up if I see it a couple times within one day. Sometimes, if it's a very profound moment, then, and I'm having a thought or a moment or epiphany or something, and I look and and I'm looking right at an insect or an animal or a bird, whatever it is, that I'll also look it up then, and it speaks to me. Also, yesterday, 939, it went with the message. I forgot what the video was actually about, but I do know that when I went to go see, check the analytics, like it showed that people were watching it for like 9 minutes and 39 seconds, and something was like, look that up. Oh, that's right, transformation. A bunch of cards about transformation kept coming up, and 939 on Google was all about transformation, and I was like, that's so, like, the synchronicities and the way things connect for me, it's like nothing is ever separate. I see connections with anything and everything now. Maybe you can relate to this. Maybe you should, I don't know. You should do whatever you feel is right. Whatever your soul and your light is telling you, because it looks like you've got a very good handle on things. You're being divinely led and guided. And sometimes whenever you're really confused, you're supposed to be confused because there's energies around you that are trying to do something. And it's almost like spirit's like, we're not even going to bother telling you because we got it. Because you keep putting your faith in spirit, and anything you have a struggle with, like I said, overcoming struggle, you have learned to give it to spirit. You've learned to adapt and train your mindset to create a new storyline. And I don't mean this as being delusional. I mean this in a sense so that you can have your frequency clear and elevated. It's like, what is it? The Taurus field, the armor of God. Nothing can penetrate that. And I was looking down at this whenever I said that. You're being shown something. You're not going to have to waste your time on something. I don't know what that's about. Waste their time. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't even have any oracles, so I'm probably not going to do any. Oh, they don't want you wasting your time because it's death. Something's about to end. They don't want you wasting your time. They don't want you wasting the resources and what you've just recently built up inside of you. Okay. They're saying no more there, but I feel somebody could be sending you energy to make you feel or to make you think that you're not secure and stable. Seven of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Or there's energies that other people are thinking, and you could be around these energies, or they're in your apartment complex, or they're in your neighborhood, or they're in your work. Yeah. You need to sacrifice those thoughts. Constantly keep becoming aware of them and traversing through them to a calmer state of thinking. And because it might be true, it doesn't change the fact that you still need to have your focus on something uplifting and positive and what you're going to grow, what's on your path. Yeah, I really see you connecting just to spirit, to this whole experience and your light, and really investigating things deeper. The illusions. What is not real? What is holding people back? What's keeping people underwater? Oh, God. You could have had a very specific dream yesterday. I'm not going to tell you my dream, but I will let you know the message is that somebody that came up against you, they've been stripped. They've been stripped. I mean, I can if you want me to. So, having a dream of somebody that once had long hair and then they had their hair cut, their crown, they're being stripped away of something. If they're underwater, that means they're in a lot of emotions. They feel very trapped and very weighed down by some type of situation. The way that they were cursing and insulting as I was standing on top of the water, calm and chill, just observing them, it's like you are above. You're able to walk on water. You're able to rise above your emotions and really look at the situation. It's not that you're apathetic. You're empathetic, but you're not allowing other people's karma and what they're going through to affect you. Because when we let it affect us, we're letting their energy come into ours. So I don't see you doing that. I see you breaking through illusions and what people actually don't know. Like a lot of people think, oh, I'm just being nice, I'm just being kind. In fact, they're like enabling, or they're not giving others an opportunity to grow and make their own mistakes, which is the whole point. We could be a good support system for other people and let them know that they're not alone. Some people need to learn to listen and take advice from other people, allow their pride to fall down. It's funny because I just had a flashback, almost 10 years ago when I went through when I look back on it, it was nothing but pride. I should have asked for help way sooner instead of thinking that I could do it all by myself and that I should do it all by myself. Yeah, because that's only going to result in unhappiness. So there's some illusions that are creating unhappiness. Things that people are like, oh yeah, this is what I'm going to do and then I'm going to be happy. No. We need to find ways to be happy right now in this present moment. And you have with your light. Because, Spirit will put us in situations where we get everything taken from us so that we have to go within. That's like when people are at the chapels and saying, oh, please save my daughter. Maybe they were in a car accident, or it can be so many different circumstances, because they're going within, because they're asking, they're talking, the only thing that they're focused on is their loved one being better. And that is the power of focus and channeling your attention, your energy. So cool. Thank you, Spirit. This whole thing was just absolutely amazing. Yeah, the truth is gonna hurt people. You already know that. Already know that. But you have something about you. Something about you. Can I get one more for this near future? Like, I don't fully understand it. Knight of Wands, the white camel, and that's in your near future. So the white camel is gonna finish this off. Ooh, Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. Yeah, I think you're gonna end up realizing and seeing why you didn't end up starting something or going after something, because there's something else you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be, I don't really want to say, is it travel? Because I mean, travel, spiritual travel, continue on your journey, continue moving forward. Oh God, I want a clarification. It's justice. Justice, that doesn't tell me much, but it is a major arcana. So it's like, you have justice to serve. Because just you being around these energies, if these energies do certain things towards you, or have certain thoughts and have certain desires that are ill will towards you, you bring justice, because you're just the bait. It's not you literally giving it out and like, oh, that person deserves this. No, it's you standing in your love and compassion, and that your intentions are completely pure and true. And it's other individuals that are brought into your vicinity to be tested, as well as you, and to keep your endurance and keep your, your strength. It's like training, but like, yeah, King of Swords, Ace of Cups in reverse. These individuals who want to try and steal and emotionally manipulate individuals, you can see straight through it. You see straight through it, and you have a lot of, I heard angelic help. That wasn't what I was going to say, but you have a lot of angelic help. You have a lot of interdimensional. It's like you have gained so many friends and shadows along the way that are willing, like the light and the dark both work for you. Because in situations where you really could have went off and you have a lot of power, you chose mercy, you chose grace, you chose to move forward and take care of your business instead of trying to get revenge or snap back at somebody. And you gained shadows. You conquered other people's shadows, and they now work for you. And you probably aren't even aware of it. Restless. Whoa, that was weird. All my cards wanted to flip out. A new perspective on these illusions, because people, yeah, and it's going to get people out of their head, and they're going to feel like celebrating. There's something about you, man. There's something about you that you can see, and you're a master at this. You're a master at getting out of the subconscious, like, tricks and fears, and oh my God, you need to be scared of the freaking thing on the wall. Nine of Swords in reverse. Judgment. You know how to call out the truth, because you see. With the High Priestess, you're able to see. You blow the trumpet, you call in support, you got other helpers on the other side. Hell yeah, you know how to see all the signs. You're following your guidance. This is absolutely incredible. I love you guys. Spirit loves you. Everything's working out for your best and your highest good. And until next time.